All right, so this has been a women's retreat, and I specifically didn't call it a camp because I don't want people thinking, just boot camp. And that's what's happened in the past with a lot of things that you just call camp. So I wanted this to be a women's retreat. I wanted it to be a weekend away from all of your normal hustle bustle, being a mom, being a wife, being a business owner. And I just would like to hear a little feedback because I want women out there that see this video to understand what the weekend was about for you to kind of just step out of your normal day-to-day activities of being a wife and a mom and a business owner and keeping up with all of that and having a chance to do something on your own. Because I know it's really important for us to have time away from those things so when we go back you're really refreshed. So if you can maybe just share a little bit about that kind of.
Sure. I mean, I gotta tell you guys, I am a mom. I have two beautiful children, and I love my kids. Like we all do love our children. I could not recommend this more for all the mothers out there, all of you guys. It doesn't matter if you're a single mom, if you're married, if you're working, if you're not working. Because in order for you to be a good mother, you have to be healthy. You have to be healthy in your spirit. You have to be healthy in your mind. You have to be healthy in your body. So in order for you to do all of that and be able to be the mom that you wanted to be, you need to understand yourself and you have to be healthy. That's why I came here and I could not I could not express enough how grateful I am for Marla bringing me here, for me meeting Monica, because not only I've learned so much about myself, I've heard testimony from other people, and I feel that what, all of us, we came together as the mothers, as women, as sisters, and we are definitely stronger. And definitely, I do as a single mom. When I come back home, hardworking mother, I have a way more strength than I've ever had before coming here. So I think it's awesome. Definitely, all you moms out there, you should come here and do it.
I think being a mom, I have two wonderful children, and I think one thing that we struggle with as moms is that we don't take that time to take care of ourselves, and we kind of feel guilty because we even want time like that for ourselves, so we just don't do it and we avoid it. But I have to say, if you're a mom, the whole package of being healthy, both physically, emotionally, spiritually, it is just as important to take care of ourselves so that we can be a better role model for our children. So definitely, if you're a mom and you struggle with that anxiety of, I just don't know if I can leave my kids, it really is a short visit. It's a weekend, and it flew by. You can check in with your kids still, but at the same sense, you're working on yourself, and that's just a huge thing for your kids to see and witness. So it's awesome.
Well, and thank you, Marla. I appreciate your thoughts on that too. And Carrie and I have been friends for 10 years. 10 years.
Quarter of my life.
That's awesome. and we got to do a lot of things together. But there's so many times that I don't get to see you because you have kids, and I know that you're really, you really take a lot of pride in being that mom who's there and cares and is paying attention, not just there in person, but really paying attention to the details of your children's lives and who they're interacting with and who's coaching them and who's talking to them and what they're doing. And I just think that I admire that a lot, because a lot of moms don't take that time to actually be involved with all those little details. I know you look at phones and all these things, so it's really good to hear. And I know that your boys get frustrated sometimes about it, but they love you, and you can tell how much they love you, and it's fun. So for you to step away and come was really important for me. When you texted me last night and said I'm coming, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're coming. Like, I felt really honored. So I just how did you feel about being here? And maybe I know you had fun with the gun part, so was that kind of fun to get to know, but also maybe empowering to learn a little bit more about guns, so that as your boys are getting older and there's more going on in the country right now with gun control and the constitutional rights and all these kind of things that are coming up, it's important, I think, and would you say so, with your boys knowing about guns better?
And my boys have a lot of questions about guns, and I did grow up around guns, but most of my adult life I haven't really. It's like I'm starting over, and the thought of having a gun is something that I feel like I want, but it gives me a lot of anxiety. So it's nice to kind of be reintroduced to it and realize that it's not as scary as I thought it The track experience is something that it's already part of my life, and it's fun to learn new tricks so that I can continue to have that as a part of my life. And the gun part of it wasn't really fitness related, but it is in so many ways because it builds your confidence, and you kind of feel cool when you're out there holding something that's really, really powerful and knowing that you're in complete control. Yeah, so it was something different and something that I already do, and it made everything great.
Yeah, I got my text last night.
She's coming. I'm here.
Yes, and Heather,
So
I don't know as much about you, but I'm
So
glad you're here.
I'm kind of an empty nester, and so leaving my daughter was not really my choice, but pouring myself into her and being a single mom, and there are a lot of single moms out there now who don't have anybody else supporting them, and you put everything you have into them, and until she was 16 years old, and I finally met somebody else, but she was now starting to drift away anyways, but I put everything into her, and I made her strong, and she's beautiful, and the most wonderful blessing in my life. And she's married and was far, far away from me, and I miss her so much. But one of the things that was hard for me was I lost myself losing her, because I no longer had this identity that she was what I did, taking care of her. And then I got married, and then I had this new responsibility, and it hasn't, some marriages are good, some are bad, and it hasn't been as great as I had planned, and so finding myself, I still then lost more of myself, and it's been a struggle these last few years, and this is something I really needed, and if this is something that you need, too, this will help you boost your confidence and realize how important you are, and how important having these women and support and your faith, and that you can hold your head up high and stay strong, and that you are more than your husband or your children, as much as you love them so much, but you are a whole person yourself. You take care of yourself as a whole person. Faith, your body, your fitness, your health, your mind, your body, your soul. And that's what I'm taking away from this.
That's beautiful. I appreciate you guys coming and sharing a little bit here, and taking the time. I know y'all have to catch a flight back to Chicago. We'll miss you guys, but I hope maybe you'll be able to bring your daughter to another event. Maybe you could talk her into coming, and y'all could come and experience this together. Marla, yeah, bring yours. And I don't know how old your kids are.
She's studying my son, he's 16, so
Okay.
I can't wait with that.
It's a girls only thing.
Well, maybe we can make it. I don't know.
I don't know how
We'll
old
figure it out.
I'll tear a dress.
Well, you can do it 1 year mix. Maybe you can do
Yeah.
it for the children. It doesn't matter if
Yeah,
it's a
it
boy
could
or
be.
girl.
Yeah, because the
That
power
would be
park is
interesting
open.
too.
I mean,
Just
it
to
could be.
build a relationship and interact together.
And we could call it a women's retreat. What do men want to call it? I don't know. Okay. Well, thank you, ladies. Really, really appreciate it. Okay. That's it. Awesome.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, guys. That was.
Y'all have to cut out the keep going, but I said keep going.